My name's Pete Wood, you're watching Hexham TV. Who are you?
Hi, my name's William Pym. I'm a teacher at the Queen Elizabeth High School, and I'm here for the opening exhibition of our school show at the Queen's Hall. But it's a fantastic display of work of our Year 12 and Year 13 students, not just from this year, but also from the previous year, who, so some of this work was examined as A-level work a year ago, but now we're free to show it in public, and it's wonderful because things that were made for an exam can now be looked at as artworks, and that's, I think, a fantastic experience.
What do you think the students get from studying art and media at Queen Elizabeth High School?
Oh, well, I think the world is actually becoming more creative. Everyone's talking about AI as a possibility of destroying things, but the creativity will shine through. So we teach 3 fantastic A levels, graphic design, fine art, and photography, and we know that our students go on to wonderful degree courses and increasingly to jobs. So I could mention one student, ex-student Rosie Mace. She's now making the wigs for English National Opera. Now, she started in our art department. She's used lots of other skills, but that's something that's never going to not be needed. As long as there's people who want to listen to opera, there's wigs to be made. But we've got examples of students who've had fantastic careers in architecture, in all the creative arts. So that's one of the really important things they get, hopefully, from our courses. So the school, our high school on top of the hill, we cater for a fantastic range of students. It's really lovely that we can share something. So our music concerts, our art exhibitions are a time when we can actually go out and bring things and get hopefully positive feedback. So it's wonderful that the Arts Centre here gives us this opportunity to share that. And it is a general, complete experience. So it's not just the work. We've had our work experience students actually hanging the show, making decisions about where things go, and that's a wonderful addition to something that's just fantastic to share with Hexham.
I'm Lily, and I'm one of the art students, but I also do photography as well.
So Lily, I understand that you've been involved in setting up the exhibition here.
Yes, I did. I did that during my work experience week, where I helped organize and set out the work that the students have created and presented them. We present it around the gallery.
And this is the first time you've done something like that?
Yes, it is.
And how did you find it?
Well, it took some time, arranging everything to present the students' work, and it was a long process, but in the end, everything goes well, and I would say it was a fairly good job.
What considerations did you have when you were deciding where a picture should go or how it should be displayed?
Well, when displaying and deciding, we have to think out how to make sure that picture stands out, or the artwork that stands out.
So you've also studied photography?
Yes.
Yeah. And are you using your photography now?
Yes, I do use my photography now, and I find that at the start, when I first started photography, I didn't think much of it, but as time goes and more projects came by, we explored much more, such as editing, just finding out more of the dark rooms, and it was just more thorough as we went on, and just find that it was very useful, and it can be used for many things in the future.
And did you find that the students on the course sparked ideas from each other? Because some of the works here, they're very, very different, aren't they?
Yes, they are. I'd say that there's a lot of inspiration. We get a lot of inspiration from everyone.
Who are you?
I'm Kate, I'm a QE sixth form student and I'm here today at the Queen's Hall with our display up.
So you're part of the exhibition here at the Queen's Hall in Hexham, Kate. What have you contributed to this exhibition?
So I've got two pictures on in this show reel. I've got one of a man who's screaming down a phone with one blue side and one red side. I chose that picture because I think it really shows like depth of emotion and you know, that kind of thing. And my second one is actually a picture of my sister ripping her own face off, so you know, that speaks for itself. But it's basically a black and white image with a rip down one eye, and I chose that image because I think that it looks really like unique. Like, I've never seen anyone do it, not to toot my own horn, but I think I edited it quite well. Yeah, but I think that photography is my favourite subject in sixth form because it's really creative and you learn so many things on the course, like how to use Photoshop, how to use a camera, all that kind of thing. And I think it's just really good to see where you were at the start of the year and where you are now, because I think you can really tell the difference.
What does it mean to you to be able to exhibit your work at the Queen's Hall?
I think it's really good. I think it makes us feel like really like accomplished, like we've actually like, that's our work here where everyone can see it. And I think it's good that we have like a local place that are willing to get involved with our education and things like that, because it really shows also the sense of community that surrounds Hexham and also the sense of community within our school, because it's not just year 12 things here, it's also year 13 as well.
What do you want to do after you leave QE?
Well, after I leave QE, I really want to go into musical theatre. And you might be thinking there's no link between them, but actually headshots are what you have to do to get cast, and also show reels, you have to put together things. So photography has actually helped me to be where I am today, because I use my camera for my show reel, where my teachers have helped me to change lighting and everything so you can see me more. So yeah.
My name's Pete Woods, you're watching Hexham TV. Who are you?
Lucas Joplin.
Lucas, I understand you're part of the exhibition here at Queen's Hall in Hexham by QE students. What was your contribution to the exhibition?
I'm part of year 12, so I contributed to the slideshow here. Contributed some like landscape photos, some film photos that I have, and some more heavily edited photos. So yeah.
So were you using photography much before you took the course at QE?
I started using like a digital camera maybe about 2-3 years before the course, mostly just as a side hobby for when I go out hiking, walking, whatever. Since I live like right next to Kielder, it's a beautiful landscape for photography, and I thought it was worth capturing, so I just started taking photos and kind of just really liked it. So at the moment, for example, I'm looking at doing it for like a career. So,
what do you think you've got out of studying photography at QE?
Well, it's definitely improved my photography a lot, and it's helped me branch into different fields of photography. Like prior to the A level, I had never done street photography or architectural photography, or anything more artistic, I suppose, other than just landscape. It's also let me do stuff like film photography, which I do a lot now, cyanotypes, any like physical collages, etc. And at the moment we're making a book, which I'm really much enjoying. So yeah.
What's your book about?
It's kind of landscape photos and other photos of like Kielder and the surrounding area, kind of documenting part of the history and the general kind of serene and wild landscape of the area of the North Tyne. A lot of it is film, a lot of it's digital, it's a mix, and I'm also including some cyanotypes as well. So it's a big mix. Yeah, it's mostly landscape and stuff like that.
What do you say to people who say, oh, AI is going to take over and there won't be a place for photography?
Well, I say they're wrong, because AI is frankly rubbish, and I hate it. And I just hope it disappears in the future. And also, like, you can't like capture something with AI. You have to physically be there to capture it. And the best way to do that is through photography or painting. So you simply just can't replace it.
And what would you say to any person perhaps lower down the school about what you get from studying photography at QE?
So it's a very unique course in that you have a lot of freedom and you get to really choose what you want to do. So the course isn't just photography. It can do you can do like some like graphic design. You can do film. It's incorporated with it. So if you want to do anything that's photography related or camera related or anything like that, I would suggest do it, and you get a lot of skills out of it. And I'd say it's a very good A-level course compared to other schools. Like, it's got a really good dark room, it's got really good staff, equipment's really good. It's really unique as a course for A-level, I think. And if you ever want to do something in the future, like university or apprenticeship related to film or photography, it's definitely really useful doing the A-level here.
Lily Irwin.
Lily, I understand this is your work that you're standing next to at the Queen's Hall as part of the exhibition.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about it.
So this was my first big piece of the year that I did. Originally it was a mock design for my final piece of A-levels. I made it sort of so it could join together because it was such a big piece. Very inspired by nature, you can see down the sides. It was done in autumn time, so you can see blackberries and barley down the sides, inspired by that season.
So you've used mixed media there, collage, drawing and painting.
Yes.
Why did you decide to use that sort of media?
For me, I think using mixed media really adds to the piece. I think it gives it a lot of texture, a lot of vibrancy, and I think it really helps make it just so bright and vibrant.
How long did it take you to do?
It took me about, I would say 12 hours in total, down to all the details. So that was spread over a couple of days in sixth form.
And what do you hope to do with your art in the future?
I would hope to become a graphic designer. Perhaps I will use it in hobbies as well. I would love to use it in all of my careers. Creativity is really important to me.
And as you say, you've used nature. Is that one of the things that really inspires your work?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm a huge nature. I love nature so much, and it inspires a lot of my work. Just seeing almost all of my work, there's animals or plants. I think it's a big part of me.
And what do you hope people who come to the exhibition will take away from the work of all the students here?
I hope they'll see the immense amount of creativity that's around here, the just incredible foundation that QEHS gives students. I think it's just amazing, the absolute creativity that's here.